What's going on, guys? Duel here. Hope you guys are enjoying your Wednesday. And for today's game, I'm bringing you prankkids versus Numeron Network matchup. Now, this game was before the reset of the ranked hit, so this is currently still a Diamond 1 game. And if you guys look at my starting hand, I was completely bricked. I did not know what I was going into when I was playing the game. I could just set down cross out, hope that my opponent goes into a combo so I could nib him and maybe disrupt his play that way. So I set my cross out and my turn. He activates a lightning storm. Now I was thinking at that point that maybe I will die that turn, but thankfully, my opponent was playing Numeron Network. And how did he play his turn? He uses the Numeron Network, gets the gates on the field, and then Link climbs into the Infiltrate Fortress. Now this card, if you don't know, is unaffected by any other card effect. So Nibiru is a card effect. This card is unaffected by every other card effects except for XD's monster, and it cannot be destroyed by battle unless it battles an XD's monster. So 4K, really hard card to get over with prankkids, but we do run an out. If I just drew into my Kaiju, I could have easily won my game. So now it's a game of either I had two win conditions at this point. Either I go into totally awesome and use my prankkids plays to lower his monster's attack and boost up my monster's attack, over the course of 2 to 3 turns, or I just draw into a Kaiju and hope that I could Kaiju the fortress and just get it off the field and outright kill him that turn. So now it's a game of going back and forth of who can kill whom. I draw into my starter card, so I try to go towards my combo. Normal out Fansies, go into Miamu, activate Fansies in the graveyard, I get called by the grave. Thankfully, I had another crossout that I did start with, which I had set down already. I use crossout, negate the call by banishing my own call by, and go towards my turn. Now, as I'm saying this, you guys have to realize, since he has cards on the field, he cannot activate Numeron Network. So I'm under no threat of getting outright OTK'd by the gates. So my only concern at this point was how to get rid of the Infiltrate Fortress. That's the only card that was stopping me from going towards my win. Again, as I said, I had two win conditions, the Kaiju or using my prankkids plays to boost and lower my opponent's monster's attack. So I keep going into my combo. You guys know how the combo goes. I go into 2 doodle-doos. At this point, again, this was more for the search of a Kaiju. As you guys see, I already have Roxy's in my hand. Even if I did not have Roxy's in my hand, I would have banished the Dasher in my hand because Kaiju right now was extremely important card that I needed to draw into. There's the Bow Wow Bark, then special out Fansies at the end of my combo. Did not draw into a Kaiju, so no game-ending turn, sadly. Set down my Panda, go into battle phase, kill off the Nib token, end my turn, recycle 3 cards with pranks, again hoping to draw into Kaiju, still did not draw into a Kaiju. I activate my Maxi on my opponent's turn. He activates Twin Twisters, which is a quick play spell, so sadly I cannot use my Panda, because again this is draw phase. Can't use Panda in draw phase. Panda is only activatable in main phases, not even in battle phase, keep this in mind. So the cards he targeted with the Twin Twister were my prankkids plays and my pranks. The reason for this is that even if I go into my butler, again the Infiltrate Fortress cannot be destroyed by battle unless it's with an Xyz monster. Our butler will be on the field with 3000 attack. If he destroys the prankkids plays, it's going to be on the field with 3000 attack. The Infiltrate Fortress can easily kill our butler. So I decided why not just not go into butler anymore. So you guys will see what I mean. And the reason for getting rid of the place is so that I cannot lower his monster's attack or boost up my monster's attack anymore. He already saw it happen once. He does not want to deal with that. So that's why he chose to do the play that he did. And the prankkids pranks is for the recycle potential and the extra card draw each turn, which would maybe draw me into my Kaiju. Again, it's a negate. It's like getting a free card draw off of the field. So it's going to get rid of those two and keep the Panda on my field. Now, main phase 1, he goes into battle phase, which I allow him to do. I do not care about the fancies on the field whatsoever. Once it goes into main phase 2, then I go into my Weather Washer, because Weather Washer at this point has more of a utility than Butler, because I cannot get rid of the cards he has in the field with my Butler anyways. I make a greedy play right here. Guys, this is a really greedy play that I made. When I say greedy, his side of the field was getting highlighted over and over constantly when I was doing my turn, or when it was his turn as well. This card could be an Imperm. This card could be a Forbidden Droplet. But I was okay with him doing this because, again, he already went through battle phase, so my Weather Washer is gonna stick on the field now. When I say I made a greedy play, he could have negated my Weather Washer, and my Doodle-Doo and Bow Wow Bark that I was gonna special summon off of the Weather Washer would have been negated. You guys will see here right now what's about to happen. He had Imperm set on the field, and because I made that greedy play, he was able to negate my Weather Washer and not have me get extra cards on the field that would allow me to further push into my combo. But I still had graveyard activation of my prankkids that I used to go into Weather Washer anyway, so I get out 2 more specials on the field. Still no draw into a Kaiju, still waiting for it, did not draw into it. So I decided to go towards my combo, activate Lamseys, burn him for 5. At this point I was thinking maybe I should go into Totally Awesome, but I decided against it because he was just gonna use his Fortress to bump into my Totally and kill it. There's no way my Totally Awesome would have been able to negate that at 2200 and the Fortress being at 35. So I decided to just go towards my own combo, get as many cards on the field as possible, so that way I'll have as many blocks on the field as possible. You guys will see here right now, I have so much stuff in my hand. I have Thunder Dragon Fusion, and I have access towards Predaplant, Verta, Anaconda to go into DPE, which I will do. I'm doing this because I want to get rid of the Numeron network on the field. I want to get rid of one of the win conditions that he has on the field. Because once I go into Kaiju, and I Kaiju his Infidek Fortress, if he has Numeron on the field, he could still make a play work if I don't push into him and just outright kill him that turn. So I go into DPE off of Predaplant, use my DPE and pop his Numeron network. And I even pop my Predaplant because, again, 3500, 500, I was at 3000 life points. If he just bumped into my Predaplant, that was game over for me. So I have to get rid of the low attack monsters on the field, so that way I could at least survive more turns. Use my prankkids pranks, recycle again, and what do you know? We draw into our win freaking condition. I draw into my Kaiju. I again stand by draw phase. I maxi my opponent, so in case he wants to go into special summon anything, I would be drawing cards. He bumps into my Butler, kills off my Butler, and off of Butler I get Nib on the field. Then I activate my Weather Washer, tribute itself, get Doodle-Doo plus Bow Wow, activate Bow Wow, get cards in my hand, and recycle my Butler as well. My DPE pops itself, I activate it in the graveyard, and draw phase I draw into Panda. Now DPE comes back on the field, and you guys know what's about to go down. Kaiju the Infiltrate, and my opponent just surrenders instantly. He knows the game is about to be over. There's no way he's coming back from this, and he surrenders. Pretty good game. Started with a break, still made a comeback happen. My opponent was not doing anything. He was not setting cards or anything like that, but it still worked out in our favor. That's going to be the end of the game, guys. If you guys do like this kind of videos, please consider hitting the like button, subscribing to my channel for more daily prank kid video uploads. And if you guys are interested in the live content of all this, when I do go live on Twitch, twitch.tv/JPBDuel, link along with my schedule is going to be in the video description itself. With that being said, this is JPBDuel signing off for today. See you guys in the next video. Peace!